Now to the debate over so-called vaccine passports. The governor of Texas becoming the second state leader to issue an executive order banning government and agencies and private businesses that get state funding from requiring proof of COVID-19 vaccination. TJ Holmes joins us now with more. Good morning, TJ.
All right. Want to go to a game at the Garden, Stray? Show me your passport. Want to go to a Broadway show? Show me your passport. Want to go to a concert? Show me your passport. So how about if you want to go to this college? Show me your vaccine passport. Yes, as more and more Americans are being vaccinated, plenty more are saying whether I did or not is none of your business. But already some states, companies, and yes, colleges are saying otherwise.
Should you have to prove you've been vaccinated with a so-called vaccine passport? Texas Governor Greg Abbott among those saying no, issuing an executive order prohibiting government-mandated passports.
Government should not require any Texan to show proof of vaccination and reveal private health information just to go about their daily lives.
Florida's governor banned them last week and went a step further, blocking businesses from requiring them, saying they would create two classes of citizens based on vaccination. But in New York, they're already rolling out, with people using a digital app called Excelsior Pass to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test. The White House made it clear, though, the government will not mandate these passports on a federal level. But the fight involving private institutions and privacy is just getting started. Brown University, Rutgers, and others are requiring on-campus students to get vaccinated by next fall unless they have a medical or religious exemption, a move that got swift pushback.
I should not be pressured into taking the vaccine.
Meanwhile, Norwegian Cruise Lines, which hopes to set sail in July, announced proof of vaccination will be required for all passengers and crew members. Virgin Voyages announced a similar plan last month.
We think that's the right thing to do to create that safe environment.
And of course, hearing vaccine passport might conjure up a certain type of image, but in a lot of cases, these are going to be digital. These are going to be apps that you use to carry that thing around. So whether or not you can be required, there are going to be a lot of legal questions there, and maybe we should talk to a lawyer about it, George.
That's a good suggestion there, DJ. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. Dan, a lot of questions there, but this does appear to be legal, right?
Yeah, for private businesses, it's pretty clear that they're allowed to implement health protocols as they see fit. Remember, even the state is allowed to demand that people get vaccines. We've seen that as a Supreme Court decision with regard to smallpox, which said, yes, even states can require it. So there's no doubt that private businesses are allowed to say, we're going to demand this. Remember, though, if it's an employer, you have to think about those exemptions, the religious and the other kinds of medical exemptions, et cetera. If that's the case with regard to an employer, though, I think the employer could still say you can't come into the office, but they'd have to make accommodations for the person to do their work elsewhere.
With those waivers. But what about these governors who are trying to put a ban on the passports?
Look, they can probably do that with regard to government entities, government businesses, government-related businesses, et cetera, but they probably can't do it with regard to those private businesses. So that's going to be the interesting legal ground, is going to be any challenges to these governors basically saying it's a ban. Because, for example, the cruise industry in Florida, huge business, and they want to say, look, we want to start this in Florida, we want to require this. And they're going to either have to figure out a way to try to challenge it, which probably won't be successful, or potentially think about having to move their ports.
Dan Abrams, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.